President Trump catching up very, very briefly with reporters on Air Force One traveling with him for the weekend. This is what he had to say.
Quite late. Is everything good?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
We have a lot of good things happening in our country. I hope you're enjoying the flight. Any questions?
Yes, Mr. President.
Canada, sir, and after the call, you seem to be much more positive about Canada than you've been in the past.
No, I just think, I've always loved Canada, and we had a very good conversation. The Prime Minister, they've got an election going on, so we're going to meet after the election.
On the pharma tariffs, Mr. President, you've been talking about the pharma tariffs and what to expect there. Are you going to exempt life-saving medications, or what can we expect there?
Well, we'll be announcing it soon, but we have to bring pharmaceuticals, drugs and pharmaceuticals back into our country.
And what's the rate you're looking at? 15%, 25%?
We're looking at a certain number that will be enough to get the drugs and the pharmaceutical companies bringing their product into our country.
And what
we never want to have to rely on other countries for that.
And what
like we did at COVID.
Sir, on the car tariffs and just the reciprocal tariffs, a lot of countries are making gestures, including Britain, which is talked about reducing digital services. They want to make deals.
They do.
Are you in a mode, or
Well, it's possible if we can get something for the deal. But we've been taken advantage of for 40 years, maybe more. And it's just not going to happen anymore. But yeah, I'm certainly open to the.
Do you think
if we can do something where we get something for it?
Mr. President, do you plan to?
Would that happen before the tariffs are announced?
No, probably later.
Probably.
Mr. President, do you?
It's a process. Do it probably later. We're landing right now.
Mr. President, do you plan to take Greenland by force?
Does today's inflation report impact?
We're landing right now. I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
We don't want to see you get hurt.
Have a good time. Good luck,
Mr.
everybody.
President.
Good luck. Sit down.
Okay, so the president there taking some questions from the White House traveling press pool on Greenland, on tariffs, and other topics. But Air Force One was about to land, and that is why that was probably cut short. You know how the president likes to take questions from reporters there. In the meantime here, as we approach the top of this next hour, just kind of want to give you a preview of some of the stories that we'll be touching on. We're going to be touching on some of these key economic headlines today. We did get GDP numbers for Q4. We'll be diving into those. Also diving still into some of the tariff architecture and infrastructure that the Trump administration plans to put in place on April the 2nd. As you know, those reciprocal tariffs will go into effect on that date. That's next week.